Thanks, Gitika, and welcome to Congregations India. This is a very special session with somebody who's a very special administrator, Arjuna Awardee Olympian, a very dear friend, and perhaps the voice of Indian sport as far as world sport is concerned, and my dear friend Vijay Bokadia, who I look up to as perhaps one of the best managers of sporting events and cultural events in the country. So welcome Adil Sumariwala and welcome Vijay Bokadia. 2020, ladies and gentlemen, has been a rather strange year. It has been a year when all of us wanted to do what we do usually. We wanted to go out, but all of a sudden were told that that's a crime. A crime from the legal standpoint because there were lockdowns, a crime from the health and safety standpoint because we were putting ourselves at risk and we were putting others at risk. So what can we expect on Christmas Eve and New Year from 2021? Can we have our lives back? Can we have international events? Can we have an Olympic Games? Can we have such stuff in India? So Adil Sumariwala will be the best person to answer that. Adil, first thoughts before I go to Vijay on how you are looking at 2021 from the perspective of your chair, which is the boss of the Athletics Association of India.
I think 2021 is going to be a good year. I think we are moving in the right direction. I strongly believe the Olympic Games will happen. I am one of those first guys who requested the government to very quickly vaccinate our athletes the minute it gets approved. We've been training our athletes in a bubble at the moment. Sporting events have started in India also, and I'll go into little details later. But I think 2021 is going to be pretty close to normal as far as I can see, especially after the first quarter.
Wow. Vijay Bokadia, that must be music to your ears. Near normal after the first quarter. I will absolutely ask Adil Sumariwala if he's looking at getting people back into the stands and how quickly that is. But from your perspective, first thoughts on what Adil said.
I echo Adil in the sense because we've been seeing some positive steps rather on the vaccine front as well. And forget about the vaccine front because that's a different part, but on a real day-to-day, that's where, it will impact you or me or anybody technically. On a day-to-day, yes, even now, if you see, or yesterday, if you had seen a Kamak Street in Calcutta or a Park Street in Calcutta, people have started coming out. And since I run a restaurant club as well, people are now slowly coming out. Yes, precaution is a must. We still do all the protocols, safety protocols and XYZ, but then people have started coming out. So that's again a positive sign. Surely early 21, we can see a lot of things happening. And rather, I'll tell you one more new thing is yesterday in Calcutta, the first public concert happened for YICII, and it was a drive-in concert in the city. So that's again a good news. At least things are started moving and people have started coming
Okay,
out.
let me set it up a little bit more. Why is Congregations India so important even for me? Now, I wear multiple hats. One is a media hat, one is a journalist's hat, one is a sports analyst's hat. When I looked at the lineup of Congregations India, I saw politicians, I saw government people, I saw policymakers, I saw decision makers, I saw cultural people, I saw sports people, I saw people like Adil. And I was like, wow, man, if this fear that we now have, jaye na jaye, should we go, should we not go? Jaane se kya ho sakta hai? What can happen to me or you? What can happen to family? These are the people who are the decision makers, who are giving us the answers on Congregations India. That's why this platform, ladies and gentlemen, is so very significant as far as I'm concerned. Adil, when you said you are seeing near normal, are you also sensing or are you planning anything in terms of fans, or are you sensing that there will be fans in events across the world? For example, in Australia, we are already seeing fans. Are you expecting, because the murmurs coming out of Japan is there will be fans? So two parts. One in India, how you are thinking about it as an administrator and a top boss of Indian sport. Secondly, how are you sensing globally, say for mega events like the Olympic Games?
Okay, so first on the Indian part. On the Indian part, at the moment, we are not allowing fans. We are trying to keep our athletes as safe as possible because that is my first priority. We are having very strict SOPs. But I see that as we move on, things will open up. For example, we've already started holding state championships Jharkhand has already held the state athletics championships. Yes, we spread it out over more days, etc. But we are going out there. We are following the SOPs. We are doing everything possible. It is without fans at the moment, but like I said, second after the first quarter, we will see fans coming in. Maybe we will not fill the stadium fully to start with. Maybe we'll have restrictions of 1/3 or half or whatever, and we will slowly move on. I think one needs to take their own precautions. One doesn't need to be stupid. One needs to do what they need to do. For example, I have been to national coaching camp. I get a test done. I fly in there. I get a test done before I enter. So if you take precautions, I am sure that, and again, I personally think, and I don't know, I've been hearing a lot of medical stuff that one needs to build some sort of herd immunity, etc., etc. So I don't think just staying in a room is going to help anybody. I think health and I think health, there are two parts to it. It's a mental health and physical health. And I think just staying in a room is going to really screw up your mental health, and that's what we've been seeing, and that's how we've been dealing with our athletes, because they're in a bubble. So we're trying to make them as comfortable mentally as possible. They've not been home, they've not seen their families. So it's a complex issue, but I think it's all opening up. It's all opening up, and we have to open it up slowly, because health and sport and events are all interlinked.
Okay,
And
let me say this. 24th of December, Europe is still in lockdown. Britain is in lockdown. Certain parts of Europe, that is, there was a major alarm with the new strain. But you know what? Our world is getting a tad alarmist. Please go and check what the FDA is saying in America, what the BioNTech CEO has said about the new strain, what British scientists are talking about the new strain, what WHO is talking about the new strain, that vaccines most likely are expected to be effective. So for God's sake, do not be alarmist. Let me also put this on record that 21 will be far better. Why? From events perspective. And that's why Congregations India is so very important to empower us. Why? Because in 2020, we did not know about these things. We did not have therapeutics. We did not have vaccines. We did not know biosafety protocols. Tell me how many of you had heard of a biosecure bubble? I did not. None of us did. But Adil Sumariwala now mentioned that his athletes are in a bubble. So Adil, my next question, when you talk to your athletes and say that, boss, come, let's do competitions, are you getting interest? Are you getting them excited? Are they scared? Give me a real ground perspective before I go to Vijay again.
actually, my athletes are raring to go. It's like these athletes are just waiting to get out and compete and compete with the best in the world. It's like we have put a horse behind the starting gates, and they're literally, waiting for those gates to open. And those gates open, when I mean is when government allows, there are certain government restrictions. We are working closely with government to ensure that things open up with safety, of course. But so they're literally like those horses ready to dart out of that starting gate. And they are absolutely charged. Let me tell you that they are not worried about, and they're actually disappointed that some competitions we had put out and then government said, no, let's postpone it. They were really disappointed. So they're raring to go.
Superb. Vijay, if there is one man who the world of sport listens to from India, among very few, it's Adil Sumariwala from day one. And I can take you back to April. He told me, Boria, 2021 is far off. Olympics will happen. Calm down. So I remember those conversations. So my point to you is, Vijay, you as Moksh or as Fountainhead or as Wizcraft or as whatever, major event companies in this country, even Adil Sumariwala comes to you today and says, oh, you know what? We want 1/3 fans in our stadium. Can you put in biosecure protocols in place that we can keep them safe? Can you get them vaccinated by doing deals with the Serum Institute? Can you do deals with a X company or a Y company that my fans are safe? Are event companies in a position to do that, Vijay Bukadia?
100%. I mean, I'll tell you, we in our association with EMA as well, we'd had the whole lot of safety protocols with respect to all fields, whether sports or religious or corporate events or whether it's weddings and all. And yes, and we are already taking in those safety protocols in, factor of because the entire wedding season just passed by. and we ended on the 13th of this month. So everything is there. And yes, there were incidences where we had done weddings where we even had to have those, tests of our vendors every day, technically, before entering the venue or the hotel and all that. So these things are there. And yes, we are capable. And if things, if let's say an IPL happens or a fan park or on those lines, then yes, with limited numbers, as Adil said, that maybe 50% of them and all. So it is highly possible that, you can have your PCR test or somewhat, tie up with those organizations to conduct right from those tests to instant reports. Nowadays, I believe in half an hour, 40 minutes, you even get a report as well. So, things are that fast rather than wait for 24 hours. And then, having the bio bubble secured. So we actually have all those safety protocols already, and we'd already submitted to a lot of government organizations, a lot in the PMO as well.
Okay. So Adil, basically, if I'm getting right, the vibes that I'm getting from this conversation, that if fans want to, for example, travel to Tokyo in numbers, and that's July, event bodies like EMA can do tie-ups with the Indian Olympic Association, for example, and get all fans who want to travel vaccinated. Because by then, we know that vaccine phase 2, if I can say vaccine 2.0, is already in India. So just like yellow fever, we had to take the yellow fever Tika before we went to Brazil for Rio. We can do the same for COVID come July in Japan. So I think what we are talking about in 21 is a synergy between event bodies, sports bodies, and the government. Am I right in saying that, Adil Sumariwala?
See, absolutely. And I think we all need to work together. It's the Indian Olympic Association, the federations, the government, the event managers. And if we all work together, you saw the Delhi half marathon.
Yeah.
You had the second fastest time in the world. So we worked with the government. We all worked together. There was in Poland, in Gdynia, we did the World Half Marathon Championship. We didn't have the mass run. We had the class run, but people did things. They ran by themselves and they participated, some virtually, some actually ran and logged on an app, etc. So people did participate. The Diamond Leagues were held this year in Europe, though not all of them, a large amount of them, and some even had 1/3 fans in the stadium. So I think each government and federation is sort of evaluating their present local situation, and accordingly they are advising and coming to certain decisions. And we're working very, very closely with government, and government has really been very helpful in giving us data and giving us information. World Athletics has been very, very helpful to help us with our protocols. So I think it's a total team effort, and if we have to fight this whatever it is, what you call it, a pandemic or whatever, I think we need to fight. We have to fight alone. We need to fight alone. I mean, we can't fight alone. We will have to fight as a team, and I think we're succeeding.
Okay, I have little more time left, so two more questions before I close. One, a very important point, and again I stress, why is Congregations India important? Because just like fake news about vaccines and other stuff, there's a lot of fake news about events can't be done and stuff. That's where Congregations India can
change.
Yeah, I mean, our life has been taken over by that, toxic news and fake news or whatever you want to call it. And that's where Congregations India on Christmas Eve is like Santa Claus. It can give us some real empowerment. So while you take, what has changed? The last couple of months, what has changed is confidence. Take Australia. When that Sydney cluster evolved a few days back, Cricket Australia said, we will wait and watch because we still think we can get it under control for the New Year test. And look at it now. Over days, the numbers have started to fall, and we think that we will see the Sydney test. Had it been March, the test cancelled, everything cancelled, lockdown. That's how the world has evolved. And that's why this congregation will set stage for 2021. Two final questions, one to Adil Sumariwala, one to Vijay Bokadia. Adil will have the final word. Vijay Bokadia, as the largest event body in this country, Are you guys feeling confident that 2021 will be much better and progressively than the first quarter, the second one to into the third one? By the third quarter, this country will be back to near normal as far as events are concerned, because that is what I'm also sensing with Europe and the people who I'm in touch with for the rest of the world.
Surely, Boria, I mean, 100% 21 looks much, much more promising comparatively. Rather, if you take in account the last 2 months, November, December, all hotels were full of events. Yes, the capacity, like 150 or the 200, whatever the state government has done it, but then not even one single hotel had availabilities on certain dates. I mean, it was full rather. I've been talking to other couple of hotels also for a certain date of booking in 21. They are full in April, May, and June 2021.
Wow.
So that's again a good news. But yes, they are themselves again, because of the government regulations and restrictions, they are not fully sure about the capacity of the number of people or something. But the minimum, yes, they are taking is like, around 200. So they're dividing the halls into 3 parts. So 200. But they're talking about 600 people at a banquet,
Okay.
technically.
Okay.
So yes, much
Okay.
promising, Boira.
Adil, final word from you. When you are approaching government that treats sports people or events people as frontline workers, get vaccinated. I know this has been a mission of yours. What are you sensing? Are they receptive? Are they receptive to our athletes or fans or people traveling international, to international destinations, getting vaccinated? What is your sense that you're getting from government?
So what I have done so far is I've only talked about the athletes, but those are the most important people to me at the moment. I've definitely not talked about fans, which we can definitely talk about, but I have talked about athletes. The government is absolutely with us on that, and absolutely positive that athletes would be treated in the same line as frontline workers, etc. And two, let me tell you in the words of Sebastian Coe, Lord Sebastian Coe, the president of World Athletics and double Olympic gold medalist, he says, I personally went to Tokyo. I've spoken to them, and they are absolutely confident of hosting the Olympics.
Wow. I don't think there's anything more needed.
Boira,
If we get the Olympics, yes, Vijay.
No. Now, since I've got both of you here, so there's one question from my side probably that since Olympics, yes, and we've spoken to an Olympics, Burida, with you, a lot of areas, and with Adil himself here. What can we do to improve the tally in Olympics, and which is the sport you think we should focus, and which has a better chance to increase the tally?
Okay, very very quick answer to that, because I know we our time is running out and we've got other speakers. Very quick answer. You are talking about structure and jugaad. In India, we have done jugaad, we have not done structure. Adil is one of the very few people who is trying to build structure. So it's not going to be an overnight change. Having said that, see Britain. In 1996, they had 1 gold medal. Lottery funding came in. 2012, in 15 years, that tally increased to 29 gold medals. So it can be done. Pick out sports wherein the number of medals are more. So hockey, however much you win, it's 1 medal. But in terms of shooting, you have 12, 15 people qualifying. There are 15 gold medals there. Now there are mixed events there. So the moment you start doing well in shooting, your tally starts increasing. Athletics, same. There are multiple events there. That's how you need to choose. That's a quick answer. And I actually want to say this to you, Vijay. Tokyo will be much better than Rio in 2 ways. One, Paralympics. And Adil Sumariwala is an absolute champion. I've got to say this. Him, Deepa Malik, people coming together. I think Tokyo, we will see a revolution as far as Paralympics is concerned. Sensitivity has increased. I think we will have double-digit medals. We had 4 in Rio. And as far as Olympics is concerned, I still think we will definitely get to about 8, but Adil knows more than me there. But I am very, very confident that 2 in Rio will become 8 in Tokyo. Adil, 30 more seconds to you for the final words.
Very simple. As you rightly said, we need to put structures in place. That's what I'm doing. Point number 2, I hate to predict medals. I know we will do far better. I'm not going to give you a number because I hate to do that. Let me tell you, we can have the question that you asked me. I can have a whole day a seminar on the question that you asked me, because there's so many various aspects from grassroots to elite to doping to overage and they're all so intertwined and interconnected. scientific training, sports science, sports medicine. I can do a whole day's seminar with Boria. There, so the answer, very simple answer is yes, we need structures in place. There are events which we are good at because of our physical structure. We may not win a medal in the 100 meters. We don't have 6'3" guys running, but in middle distance, long distance, we can definitely win medals. We can get medals in jumps. So yes, we need to choose our events very, very carefully. And that's a short answer to a very long
To a
answer.
very long
Thank
point.
you.
Okay, I'll close out with this. 2021 will be better. You know why? Because science will always win against a virus. Number two, civilization has never lost. Civilization has never lost against a virus. And we now have tools to battle it out. And there, people like IMA, people like Congregations India have a major role to play to empower us. Wishing all of you a Merry Christmas and Adil Sumariwala sooner than later. I want to meet you in person and not virtual. Vijay Bokadia, to your restaurant, a very, very quick one, maybe for a meal very soon. And to everyone watching us, thank you very much for listening to us. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. 21 folks will be better. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
Happy New
brother.
Year. God
Thank you, Adil sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.